What is up, nerds? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a complete Doom of Mokhaiotl run, delves 1 through 8. If you'd prefer a more in-depth breakdown of the delves, please go to the description below to see my delves 1 through 4, delves 5 through 7, and delve 8 guide, where I go more into detail about those delves individually. In this video, I'm going to do an entire run 1 through 8 and give you guys tips and tricks and what to look out for while you're delving. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel to get all my future videos and guides. As always, I can't thank you all enough for all the love and support you guys show me in the channel, and it truly means the world to me, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you all. But with that being said, let's dive right into the video. Gear and inventory. For our gear, we're going to use full elite void, an assembler, whatever you got, a necklace of anguish, amethyst arrows. You can also use dragon if you have some, a light bearer, some Pegasian boots or Arania boots if you have them, and a scorching bow, and then a crystal halberd for spec on his melee punish, a slayer staff for the mage larva, a dark light for the melee, and a blowpipe for his car phase, which you'll see delves 5 and on, and then a divine ranging potion, a regular ranging potion, 6 anglers, 6 arrows, 6 super restores, an extended anti-venom plus, a pendant of the 8s to teleport there, and a divine rune pouch holding some fires, souls, bloods, and deaths to cast Dark Demon Bane, or you can use the lesser ones as well, and to cast Death Charge, and then a teleport out. I use my max cape. Now also you could bring some like dragon knives for the car phase, which actually does help a lot. You could maybe replace a piece of food or a super restore with that, but that will help you eliminate him in delves 5 through on at his car phase. Maybe not 5, but definitely 6 and on can help or get him really down low in health, so that is an option if you prefer that. I'm just doing that without dragon knives just to show you that it can be done just with kind of like the bare minimum for Doom. Live KC. So we are going to use the Kastori teleport with the pendant of the 8s and run west to the lift and descend down. Use the teleports in the chest west of the lift and set them right near the entrance and the door on the other side to make things a little quicker. Go through the door and continue to run north. Hop over the pass, then pass through the door. Then run north and jump the gap to initiate the fight. Before we go in though, I just want to go over a couple things real quick. As you can see here, here's a table of attacks by delve level. Each delve has something new and gets increasingly more challenging as you delve further. This, along with the plugins used, can be found on the OSRS wiki, and I will link that in the description below. But you can also check out my delves 1 through 4 guide where I show you how to set up all the plugins and whatnot. It should be noted that melee punish phase and volatile earth phase can happen starting at delve 1. Generally, you won't get to the volatile earth phase on delve 1 because you'll generally take him down before then, but it is still possible. Once you're ready, you can jump the gap and initiate the fight. You're going to want to take a sip of your divine ranging potion and use your range boosting prayer and start attacking. Now, he's going to use a melee punish here. We're going to switch our crystal halberd and use a spec on him. And make sure you switch to the prayer that the color the boulder was. So if the color of the boulder is blue, it'll be mage. Greenish brown will be range. A tip for that, I like to say the color in my head. So like there, I'll say green so I remember range first. Also in these melee punishes, you'll notice he has a yellow bar. The yellow bar is a charge up, and if he gets full, he will launch a laser at you and hit you like pretty big. So make sure you get a hit off before that bar charges. But you see there, we took him down. We did miss a prayer there, but it's no big deal. Delves 2 and 3 are pretty easy, and you may get a melee punish to finish the fight, which will buff up our stuff. But if you want to, you can take a bite of food if that is something that happens to you. But we got a green boulder, so it's going to be range mage. That's the main difference here, is these boulders will now launch 2 projectiles instead of just 1. So again, we attack. We didn't have enough specs, so it's just a regular attack. and make sure you pray correctly. The projectiles still go pretty slow. Again, use a spec right away so the bar doesn't charge. Pray correctly. Boom. And continue attacking. Now, if you're getting messed up with switching prayers or praying correctly, like I said, just say the color of the boulder in your head when it comes out, so you know at least the first prayer is going to be, if you say green, you know that's range, so you at least know it's going to be range first. But as you can see there, we ended the delve on a melee punish, which he will like spit out some holy water and it'll heal you up and give you prayer and a little more spec. So that's why I usually don't eat if I mess up or anything in the beginning, just because I know that can happen. But here again, now the projectiles are a little faster, and in delve 3 we have acid being put on the ground. Just don't step in them and you'll be good pretty much. And now we go into his shield phase. As you can see, there's still that yellow bar that charges. If you don't hit him with a Demon Bane attack within, the time it goes to fill up, he will shoot a laser beam at you and you will probably die. So don't do that. And as you can see here, all we have to do to get a shield down fast is do attacks and then kill larva while they're close to him. And then once his shield is down, he will continue attacking as normal. Just pray against the boulders and attacks. Pretty simple, 1 through 3. Honestly, once you get to like 5, that's when it gets really difficult, and even 4 because you have 3 projectiles. But just continue to pray correctly and keep doing some DPS or missing like I am. And we should be getting a volatile earth here. Yep, right here. This is a very important thing to get down because you'll possibly have to do this in later delves as well. But what I like to do is shoot one almost immediately and then shoot another after I get an attack or 2 off on him. You see there, I kind of got stuck behind that rock, so I did take a shockwave, but it's gonna happen sometimes, so don't worry about it. It is what it is, just heal up if you need to. As you can see there, my divine was getting a little bit low, so I just used some Sarahs and a restore and then a divine to get all the way back up. And now here on level 4, it's the same thing, except now on these boulders, they're going to have 3 projectiles instead of 2. So just be aware of that. And see, we protected well, and he's in his shield phase already. And you guys know the drill here. Just, take out larva as they get within his shield range and continue doing some DPS. This is a great time, especially in later delves, to get your health up or rearrange your inventory or whatever you got to do. Sometimes you have a little bit of downtime, but it can get a little more hectic at deeper delves as well. So, but as you can see here, we got a shield phase down and just attacking like normal. Here's a blue, so we're gonna run over and then mage, range, mage, and then he launched a melee and range. Pretty straightforward. Okay, we got a melee punish, so we're going to take out that larva, hit him with a spec, and pray. Most important thing there is get your prayers right, then switch to attacking. You want to make sure those prayers are right, because especially deeper delves, you're going to get hit hard by those, so getting those right is pretty crucial. As you can see there, we got him down. Pretty minimal damage for the most part. We're going to take a couple sips of Sarah's, and because we can use a super restore here, and we'll use a regular ranging potion, and our range will be at plus 13 for the remainder of the 3 minutes with the divine. So that's kind of a cool little tip right there that not many people know about. And here on 5, now everything will be the same, but we're going to have a car phase. So still 3 projectiles. They still go fairly slow out of the boulders, still have the shield phase. But after this shield phase, he's going to have a car phase where he's going to, drive like a car at you, and you have to avoid him. He will hit you for, I think, a 10 at delve level 5, but deeper delves gets more and more damage. So you just gotta avoid him and then use your blowpipe to attack. Once his shield is down, here we go. He's gonna drop some rocks, which aren't used in this delve, but in later delves are. But you're just going to avoid his zooms and continue attacking. You can notice he has a yellow bar here as well. If you don't attack within a certain amount of time, again, a laser will come out and take you down. So make sure you're attacking at least once. You can use a scobo if you're far away. But here, the volatile earth, again, attack one kind of in the beginning, take out some larvae, attack another one. Green, so it's range, mage, range, and we missed a mage one. No big deal, just continue attacking. That's what we get Sarah's and food for. But yeah, and now once the volatile earth is done, we kind of reset the cycle again and we're back into the shield phase. So we're going to get his shield down and then he's going to do another car phase. As you can see there, we went into the poison and we got venom. Just take a sip of your anti-venom to get rid of that and continue attacking larvae as they approach him. We all know the drill here. And we're just going to take out the larvae as much as we can and back into the car phase. Be prepared to attack. Take a few steps away, skip the zoom. And again, he's going to zoom one more time. We should be able to get him down right here. There we go. There's Del 5 done. Now the floor is going to reset. We're going to have some tile markers. I'll have those in the description below for you. You won't see them until Delve 6 because the arena changes. So just note that when you do paste these tile markers in, you won't see them until Delve 6. But here we are, and we're going to run to the one that says rock. And we're going to essentially just sit here and wait for a boulder to come. And once a boulder explodes, it's going to drop a rock that's going to go there for the car phase in a few minutes. But all right, so now we're melee punish and it was blue, so mage, range, mage. And for the most part, everything here's pretty much the same except the car phase. Now you're going to have 3 zooms instead of just 2. And when in between zooms, he's going to launch projectiles at you as well. So there's not too much of a difference, but a little bit of a difference in the car phase. But again, you guys know the drill here. Just take out the larva as much as you can. Again, make sure you got death charge going like I don't right now because I'm a noob. And we're going to need one more larva out. Now, when you get down to near the last larva, I like to get near these 4 tiles here. And what you're going to want to do is go stand on one. And his first zoom is going to go on that original rock we had kind of placed. Protect against the projectiles. It's usually 2 right there. And now there's not going to be a shockwave there. So that's a huge help. So now we're going to run over to another rock. And he's going to have a shock wave. That's how we prevent getting hit. And then we're going to set him up right there and get behind another rock. And we can't reach. So I'm going to switch to the scobo right now. And now we're going to go into a volatile earth phase. So again, attack one right away. Maybe get a hit or 2 in. Make sure you pray correctly. Attack another one. I like to stand a little bit away like this. So I let the orb come to me rather than trying to run to the orb and then follow it. And then we got a melee punish right after here, and boom, that was a pretty quick level 6 there. I feel like a minute 55, not too quick, but yeah. Now level 7, pretty much the same, other than the fact that the attacks will be a little faster, including the ones out of the boulders. So here again, we're going to start off. We're going to put a rock in the rock tile. Wait for that to explode. See, you can see the attacks come out a lot faster than it did in wave 6. But for the most part, other than that, it's pretty much the same as well. Go do the melee punish. Got to be ready on that. Now you can't, before we could kind of switch between weapons during that or whatever. If we do a melee punish, usually from 7 and onwards, I would just get the prayers right first and then switch the weapon. But if you're faster than me or feel like you can do it, by all means, but a lot of times you can get messed up and those will hit you pretty hard. So now there's more larva. He goes down way quicker with the shield. So we're going to run over and switch our blowpipe. And again, he's going to get stuck on that rock. So it's like a free one. And this is important for like Delve 8 and beyond, because then you don't get as many rocks to hide behind. So that first shockwave not coming out and destroying some is kind of big. But as you can see, we have a little distance here. So we're going to use a scobo. And I don't think we'll be able to reach with the blowpipe. No, but it was worth a shot. But again, another volatile earth, which is why I said in the beginning, getting this down is very important, because you'll probably get into these more as you get deeper, just because more health, less DPS, you know, stuff like that. But again, we're Gucci right here. 4 shockwaves as well on 7. And we got a melee punish, and it's green, so range, mage, range. And now switch and attack. Most likely you're going to have to do another shield phase. Yeah, he usually gets like an attack or 2 after that boulder throw before he goes back into the shield, which is okay. Good time to heal up or take a sip of divine or whatever you got to do. But like I said, in these deeper delves, this part gets a little quicker just because more larvae spawn, so it makes it a little bit faster. And attack. Boom, switch to our blowpipe, avoid getting run over, and he is down. That's a delve 7 complete. And now before we go to delve 8, as you can see, I need another divine, so I'm going to heal all the way up. I'm going to restore all the way up, and I usually like to use a super anti-venom as well when we go down here, just so I don't have to worry about it in case we step in some poison or something. But again, same thing, start on the rock tile, wait for the boulder. Now on 8 we have 2 that come out. So my huge advice here is don't start praying until the second boulder explodes. That was getting me a lot in the beginning. I would see here, 1, 2, now pray. See, I missed that one. I wasn't quick enough, but it's okay. If you get hit by 1, you just want to make sure you get them off correctly. We got a melee punish with 2 more coming out here. So there we go. I try to avoid the shadows from the boulders, but honestly, it's worth getting just hit by one of those rather than missing a prayer, because if you miss a prayer, you're going to panic, miss another prayer, and probably be dead. So I like to just get hit by the shadows. It's usually like a 16 or something like that. It's better than, 30s or 40s or something. But as you can see here, larva down, go to these 4 squares. And as you can see, we have a lot less boulders than normal. So like I said, having this shockwave not come out on the first one is huge. You can still do it with the shockwave coming out. Just makes it a little harder, honestly. But there we go, protect. And now we're going to bring them over here. And I can't reach with the blowpipe from here, so we're just going to switch to the scobo. And now this is very difficult. Sometimes you get a really crappy volatile earth spawn, and then you have these 2 boulders, plus you're going to want to be trying to stay in the volatile earth. This is tough, but if you can get this down, don't worry about the larva. It's okay. If you can get that down, it's 5 shockwaves, as you can see. If you can get that down, you got level 8. To me, that part is probably the hardest part about level 8, other than maybe the double boulders. But once you kind of get the rhythm for that, it's really not that bad. But getting the volatile earth down is critical in level 8, in my opinion. But as you can see here, I'm kind of trying to use this time to heal up a little bit, as we took a little damage during the volatile earth phase, which is okay. That's why we have all these Sarahs and food for. But again, he's going into the car phase, so just move, protect, from behind. See, he took out a lot of boulders here, so we gotta make sure we get him into a spot for that third one where we can still attack him. decently, and boom, that actually works perfectly. We just dodged getting hit here, and we got him down. That's a level 8 done, boys. And you know what? This is a 14-minute kill. It's not the fastest, not the most efficient, but we got it done. And honestly, if I can do it, I know you guys can do it too. So if you're struggling, just keep at it. You're going to die here. It's endgame content. It's not meant to be easy, and it isn't easy. But I guarantee you, if you keep at it, you'll get more and more deeper delves and more level 8 chances. And before you know it, you're going to be running 8s left and right. But if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel to get all my future videos and guides. I literally love all the comments and the good critiques as well. So thank you all for your love and support, and be on the lookout for my next video. But until next time, nerds, peace.